Okay, we'll go ahead and call the meeting to order. Roll call?
Trustee Harrod? Here. Trustee Montez?
Here.
Trustee Sierra?
Here.
Trustee Silver?
Here.
Trustee Slover?
Here.
Vice President Hill? Here. President Johnson?
Here. I don't
you.
think nobody here meet electronically, all right? We'll stand for a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic which stands one nation, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I need approval of the minutes for August 27th, please. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay, now let's wake up. Now everybody here? We're here? All right. Here we go. All righty. Question? Roll call.
Trustee Harrod? Aye. Trustee Montez?
Aye.
Trustee Sierra?
Aye.
Trustee Silver?
Aye.
Trustee Slover?
Aye.
Vice President Hill?
Aye.
President Johnson?
Aye. Is there any citizens' request to address the board? No one? All righty. Okay, staff reports. Ms. Cahill's in the house tonight?
I am right here. So good evening, everybody. Just a couple of notes for you. You have at your places tonight. First, our fall events. I'll note that there's lots and stuff, little font, so you can see all the different fun things that are available in the Park District through the end of the year. We hope you will prioritize some of those activities. I also want to draw your attention to this Explore More newsletter. So we are taking a different tack with our member newsletters, and we are combining facilities into one newsletter so that we are cross-promoting and sharing those connections across the different membership opportunities that exist in the Park District. We are also have just launched, with the help of our membership committee, our working group, we've launched an Explore More membership that allows you to have joint membership access for one fee to the zoo, the Playhouse, Forest Park. Why did I go blank? Luthi, thank you. Oh my goodness. And Luthi, sorry, Bob Street Matter. The very first day that we launched it, Tara, our membership coordinator at the zoo, shared that we sold 5 in the first couple of hours that the membership was available online. So we're excited for this potential. We're excited to connect the dots between the different ways that people enjoy the Park District, and we think it's a great value for families as they look for ways to engage in the community. The rest of my time I want to cede to Chief Edelman, who has a couple of announcements to make for the group and to share just some things that are happening in the police department.
Before the chief, how you doing, chief?
Good. How are you?
This is very
Yeah,
innovative.
it is.
I mean, really, this is really nice. I was just looking through this. Great job. I'm impressed.
Big thanks to Jenny Swanson and also the leaders of our different facilities who helped to be a part of putting together the content for this.
Will this be mailed out
It will be mailed out 3 times a year.
to,
I think it's 3 times a year to current members. It will also be available electronically. So this is a reason for people to join as members.
and be at our facilities?
Yep.
To look at on a view of what
Yep.
we do and what we say, and great. So Jennifer, thank you.
I bet she's listening. Good job, Jenny.
No, good job. No, this is really, this is great. I like this. I really
That
do.
picture could be one of my favorite pictures that we've ever used. So,
Good
yeah.
job.
I
All
think
right.
you use this guide to go online and register.
It is, there are some connectors to that, but certainly this is not the exclusive way. These are not all of the events offered in the
Right.
Park District. They are specific to these 4 locations.
What's in here? They
Yep.
can register.
Yep.
This is awesome. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Here we are. I see you guys got it.
See, now everybody's happy and Chief Edelman's going to give
Yeah.
us a police
I
update.
hope I'll continue that mood. So I just wanted to give the board a quick update on some of the things we had going. We did hire 2 more full-time officers, so we have 3 full-time officers now, and we'll be looking to add as well, working on budget, so we'll work through that. Wanted to let you know that we signed a memorandum of understanding with ILEAS, which is the Illinois Law Enforcement Alarm System, which gives us access to 900 plus agencies within the state. So I started looking into it after the Kerrville flood. So it gives us access and resources to other departments around the state for mutual aid, preparedness for low probability but high impact will help us with recovery much faster. Also gives us access to grants for equipment. They also give away free surplus equipment. It's kind of a lottery system, request system, but based on need. They do try to focus on smaller departments that don't have the budget, which I think we can hopefully take advantage of. And they also provide free training for officers. So I'm really excited about getting us involved with the ILEA system. It helps with our incident command system, and it just brings a lot of resources to bear for us if we happen to need them, and hopefully we won't. Also, wanted to let you guys know that working with the city, we got access for our officers to ShotSpotter. So we are getting real-time access now to shots fired calls via text on our laptop computers, and hopefully we'll be able to incorporate those into our vehicles eventually as well. So we're getting the exact locations, direction of travel, speed of travel, so you can determine if the person was in a car or if they're running or walking, number of shots fired. So if you have 2 or multiple people shooting, you can determine that as well. So we've actually already started kind of using that a little bit to see where in proximity of gunfire to our facilities and when we have kids out and those types of things. So I really want to incorporate that into our lockdown drills, risk assessments, and crisis management plans as well. But it's really nice to have that real-time awareness. So just a few updates of what we've been working on.
How are we doing on the chief search? We're looking for a chief.
It still continues. The post is still up. We are not receiving any new applicants. As we work through the budget process and we see what our options are, then we will be refining that position, as we've talked about in this space before. Our viability of having different ways to separate both the administrative and the street oversight into 2 positions as opposed to 1 is something that we're looking at and we've talked about with all of you as we work through the budget process. You're actually that police conversation about a potential key proposed change to the budget will be our conversation at our next strategy meeting in the first meeting in October. No, the second meeting in September.
So when you say refining, I'm not clear on that.
We talked about refining the job description, changing it to make it so that it is something that right now, as we have talked about at length, there is that chief position is set up that it is requiring both skill sets that is hard to get from someone who has enough experience to be able to still have that street oversight and to be asked to patrol. And so we are looking at different ways to separate those job duties so that we're able to get the strongest people to support us in those roles.
You made mention of free training to officers with this new program from what you
Yes.
call the Illinois Law Enforcement Alarm System.
Yeah, yes.
And that is you say you get access to grants?
There's grant access and there's free training available as well. Some of the things that they've purchased through grants are tasers, saw Bearcats, drones, body armor. There's a lot of different equipment and training that's available through ILEAS.
So it's a great resource that Chief Edelman brought to our attention and helped us to sign up for.
Is that just, is that a cost?
$60 a year.
Oh,
And if we do request mutual aid, there's no cost to our agency for the request or the deployment that's borne by it's part of the agreement that if you send resources, the only time that there may be a fee is if there's a prolonged deployment, and so housing and food and things like that. But typically, if a disaster is declared, then reimbursement can be made through FEMA.
Now, Shirley's, We don't send officers to PTI anymore, pay for their training and all that.
Not to become certified officers, no, we do not
You
at
don't-
this time.
We don't do that at all, or
We have not done it
in,
well a long time.
well, a long time.
Yeah.
I know we used to do that. Do you see a potential of individuals interested in law enforcement that you would help them with PTI and all of that? I'm just looking at when you say training, I don't know what that involved with present police officers. Are we hiring officers already trained, already a police officer,
We are.
and we're not,
We are. We have
Building
not
our
sent
own.
anyone to PTI to be certified.
do they still have that anymore?
They do.
Was it Champaign, was it?
Champaign is one of them. There are other academies throughout the state that can be used. Champaign is one. And to your question, yeah, I would love to be in a position where I think someone said it earlier, maybe Alex, you did, where we promote from within, right? So that is part of the strategic vision of hiring or having explorers and cadets.
See, there you go. Now you,
Yeah.
yeah.
And I want to grow
So-
our own.
So if Alex wanted to be a police officer,
Which I don't.
which you don't, will we be able to train somebody in-house to become? to
We
go to
could
PCI?
we could send someone to the academy. We could hire somebody and send them to the academy. The problem, and I think probably the reason why the Park District went away from it is law enforcement is so competitive right now that the pay, and you see a lot of police officers, you have to have the certification. And once you have the certification, you can go anywhere, even really outside of the state. There's equivalent exams that you have to take, but you could go other places. So, for instance, the Illinois State Police is hiring starting pay at, I think, mid-90s, $1,000. The city of Peoria, I believe, is, I want to say mid-70s.
70?
East Peoria is even higher than that. Bloomington Normals, I think, is in the 80s. So you see a lot of officers that are not loyal necessarily to their agency.
Okay, I'm actually about to bring you back to this though. I'm trying to go back in my memory. We did this at one time, and you're right, they would leave.
We would have people sign contracts.
Contracts, that's what I wanted to
That
talk
they
about.
would have to stay with us for like 36 months or 3 years, or they would have to pay us back that money.
Money,
And we started seeing officers who didn't mind it. They worked the 3 years, poof, gone. Or they get a sign-on bonus. Where they going? They take that, pay us back, and they're still gone.
oh, wow.
So there's 2 points about training that I want to make. First of all, there is a significant ongoing training requirement for officers. That
Correct.
it is not just that you go to PTI and then you're good to go.
Correct.
There is a significant ongoing training requirement. So you want to speak a little bit to just what that looks like for officers now?
Yes, so the Illinois Training and Standards Board oversees all training for law enforcement officers. And that has to be completed yearly. They change the curriculum, and sometimes they tell you so many hours of training has to be completed per topic. Sometimes they tell you a specific topic just has to be covered. That training is taken online. So I get a report on that and make sure other officers are compliant. One of the other things that I failed to mention is that I have our full-time officers signed up with the city of Peoria. When I was there, and they still continue to do this, they do 40 hours of core training every year. So every officer has a minimum of 40 hours on top of the ILEAS training. And I don't know off the top of my head how many hours ILEAS requires, but I can find that out for you. But I have arranged for our officers to train with the officers side by side from the city of Peoria. Some of the topics that they included, which I saw in their curriculum, was like dealing with autistic children. I thought that would be very beneficial for our officers dealing with children in the parks. Some of the things that we look at is human trafficking, some of those things that I'm looking at as well. We have an officer right now that's at drone training, but I'm very much a believer in a learning department. And so I want to continue that vision and make sure that our people are trained and they know what current standards are. One of the things that we're looking at also is legal updates. There were over 1,000 legal updates last year in the state of Illinois. So we're looking at methods to keep current on legal updates so we know what's happening, and that we're free of that liability.
So, all right, thank you. Very interesting. So we have 3 full-time officers you just hired now as well?
We hired 2, we had 1, we have 3.
We
If that makes
just have
sense.
3 full-time.
3 full-time officers right now.
We had 4 for about 10 minutes, and
Yeah.
then one of them had a personal situation that had them have to stay part-time. So we are reassessing again.
Okay. And the chief position, the chief of the Peoria Park District has not been filled. And we're going to be redesigning that position. Is that
Yes,
what you-
we'll be presenting to you in 2 weeks our proposal for how to handle police and public safety moving forward in the Park District.
Now, in the meantime, what if somebody applied for the position as is now?
If
Is
they
it
were,
still posted?
yeah, if they were a viable candidate and they were qualified, we would absolutely begin the interview process.
All right. Anyone else have any questions about you? Chief,
Thank you.
again.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for being here to share that. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you. All right, Superintendent of Planning, Design, and Construction. Ms. Beckett.
Our monthly report is before you. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to try and answer them. We're keeping busy. Obviously, it's the middle of construction season. Things are coming together on the Golf Learning Center, so there's lots happening. But if you guys had any questions, I'd be glad to try and answer them.
Any questions? Thank you. Committee reports. Planning Committee? What need to do approval? Motion.
You need a motion, yeah, we have a consensus to approve the memorial bench. Any questions, I can answer them.
Your motion?
I'll move that we approve the memorial bench.
Second. Okay. Question? Roll call.
Trustee Harrod?
Aye.
Trustee Montez?
Aye.
Trustee Sierra?
Aye.
Trustee Silver?
Aye.
Trustee Slover?
Aye.
Vice President Hill?
Aye.
President Johnson?
Aye. 9A, we're gonna pull it to the next meeting. Okay. 9B. Forest Park Nature Center South Preservation Dedication.
Hi there. So I just wanted to let you guys know an update. So yesterday, the Illinois Nature Preserve Commission voted to dedicate the additional 14-acre piece in Forest Park South as nature preserve. So that will be added on. It was a little in-holding that the Park District purchased a couple of years ago with the intent to dedicate it. And so after a long process, they had initially approved us for like keeping going with the process back in May. And yesterday they voted to officially dedicate that parcel as an addition to Forest Park South. So I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have, but this is just a very exciting way to protect that parcel, especially considering that it had formerly been slated for development when it was a private property. So it's exciting.
That's great.
Congratulations.
Yes. definitely.
Congratulations. Quick question, what does dedicating mean? I mean,
Yeah, so becoming a nature preserve proper noun, that is the highest level of protection that the state can bestow upon a natural area. So it has to meet certain qualifications in terms of like the quality of the flora and the fauna that is found there, or geological features or archaeological features, and there's size requirements. So that it's basically like it's kind of like a deed restriction that property cannot be developed, that is a conservation property in perpetuity unless state law would change.
Is there something that the Park District needs to do differently with that piece of property, or is it just the same and you just roll with it?
So it'll just be rolled into the management plan of Forest Park South. And having this piece of property under our umbrella is a really good thing, because previously we had this square of an in-holding that was not part of the preserve, but now the entire thing is a preserve. So that means that we can burn it, we can actually manage it. We don't intend to put trails into this section because it's extremely steep and across a ravine, but it will allow us to manage it in the same way as we do the rest of the property and have like ecological continuity with it.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions?
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks, Christy.
9C, Performing Arts Area, Performing Arts School lease agreement.
Good evening. The Peoria Area Performing Arts School, or what we call PAPAS, a local performing arts school, has rented space within Lakeview Rec Center since 2024. That partnership has been successful, and we'd like to renew that. Both parties would like to renew it for another year. So this is a new one-year lease with PAPAS for use of a portion of the Lakeview Recreation Center. I'd be happy to answer any questions.
Does anyone have any questions? Yes, trustee,
Area in Randall, we still have a dance studio there, right?
Correct. This area is actually on the south side, closest to the playground at Lakeview Rec Center. It's not the dance studio.
So it doesn't include dance.
It does not include dance studio. Now, they may occasionally rent above and beyond what they're paying, but it doesn't, this lease agreement does not include dance studio usage.
Clarifying, did we do a rent adjustment for them at all?
Yes, CPI.
okay, is there a motion to, wait, any other questions?
So move.
I'll second.
Question? Roll call.
Trustee Harris.
Aye.
Trustee Montez.
Aye.
Trustee Sierra.
Aye.
Trustee Silver.
Aye.
Trustee Slover.
Aye.
Vice President Hill.
Aye.
President Johnson.
Aye, motion carries. Trustee Montez, did we ever do any piano lessons at the Park District? Someone asked me that question. I just couldn't remember.
Yes.
Did we have, we don't,
We had years we worked out of, oh, why am I drawing a blank on the
Don's Music Land, there you go.
Don, yeah. And
Is that
they
downstairs?
had they built a studio and then we ran the music lessons out of it because we had two instructors that.
We don't do that anymore. I don't know if we
No,
do.
Don's Music Land does offer piano lessons though, so you
But
can
they
go
do.
directly there.
Oh,
Yes.
directly there, okay.
Yep.
It was just, I couldn't remember. I thought, okay, thank you, that's just a question I wanted to ask. All right, the Riverplex 9D YMCA agreement renewal 2026.
Yeah, staff is recommending the approval of the updated dual access agreement with the YMCA. There are a few changes which include the finance director rate as well as the adjusted membership rates for that represent the 2025 new rates. So
Okay, anybody got any questions? Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Question? Roll call?
Trustee Harris.
Aye.
Trustee Montez.
Aye.
Trustee Sierra.
Aye.
Trustee Silver.
Aye.
Trustee Slover.
Aye.
Vice President Hill.
Aye.
President Johnson.
All right, motion carries.
Yep.
Okay, number 10, we have some calendar consent items, 10A through 10E. Is everybody okay with them? Anybody want to discuss it? Seeing none, is there a motion?
I move to approve items 10A, 10B, 10C, 10D, 10E.
Second.
Question? Roll call.
Trustee Harris.
Aye.
Trustee Montez.
Aye.
Trustee Sierra.
Aye.
Trustee Silver.
Aye.
Trustee Slover.
Aye.
Vice President Hill.
Aye.
President Johnson.
Aye, motion carries.
you.
Do we have any pending business?
President, oh, I'm sorry, President Johnson, I just wanted to note that the school board Monday had taken action on the approval or it was a request from the board to instruct this school district / superintendent to engage in conversation with the park district about what it means to acquire Central Park Pool. So that's just a pending item that we have
It's an
had.
executive session.
Okay,
Yeah,
got
that's
it.
what she wanted to talk about. Okay.
Perfect. Well, it's public, so just wanted to share that public update.
Well, thank you, trustee Sierra.
Mm-hmm.
And I would note that Monday, at that school board meeting, there were probably at least a half a dozen swimmers there who do the morning, and so they were there supporting. They didn't, the school district requires you to sign up to speak, and they didn't do that, so they didn't get to speak, but they were there wanting to know that the school district supported purchasing Central Pool. So
Good.
it was good.
Any other pending business?
No, sir.
Communications?
None this
McConnell,
evening.
none? How about other business?
President Johnson, I do have one item under other business. So just as a matter of information to the full board, next week's DEIA meeting will be canceled. That will be an internal working meeting to allow the staff, myself, and trustee Slover to make some headway on the rather significant action items that we have had as it pertains to bringing information to the committee as well to the board. And so there will be a working group meeting, but it will not consist of a committee meeting. That's really so we, as the coordinators of that group, can make some progress on those action items to have better conversation in the committee level and then present to the full board. So that cancellation will be coming through if it hasn't already.
It's already been sent.
Okay, perfect.
Oh, okay.
And then the other item, since that meeting is canceled, one update that I would have taken to the committee, but also most of the board goes there as well, is that some of you may recall 2 meetings ago, I had shared that the city of Peoria, under the mayor's leadership, is starting to convene our regional public bodies around our procurement efforts. And so that first stakeholder meeting had been held today. Emily represented the Park District. And so that's just the first step in engaging the larger stakeholders. So just as an action item update that would have been given last week, but as a result of the meeting cancellation, just sharing with the group that we're making some positive efforts as what it means for the Park District to participate in regionalizing procurement efforts across all taxing bodies.
Okay, okay. Okay, I didn't know, but great. I take that you'll keep us apprised of those meetings?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Okay, all right. Anything else? Oh, okay, all right. Anything else under other business? I hate to say this, but it is getting close to Halloween already. Any new ideas or things popping up? Any new creativity? Or do we want to keep it hush hush until the?
We are very far into our
Not hush, hush,
October
I can't do
planning.
that,
Nope,
but-
lots of fun stuff, but we do have new things to experience and new things to offer for the community. So promotion did start this week. Tickets are on sale. You can check out the website for more details, but the Zootober will start on October 9th this year. And that will be member night as well as our staff night. So we look forward to seeing you there to check out all the good stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can't believe time is gone. It's quick.
Me either.
All righty, all right. I guess we don't have any action steps reviews.
Nope.
Let's see, Joyce, we're gonna move back into, we have to join this meeting and go back
Yes.
into our
Yep.
President Johnson, I move to adjourn.
I'll second that.
second question. Roll call.
Trustee Harrod?
Aye.
Trustee Montez?
Aye.
Trustee Sierra?
Aye.
Trustee Silver?
Aye.
Trustee Slover?
Aye.
Vice President Hill?
Aye.
President Johnson?
Aye. We'll reconvene back upstairs.